Hi, I'm Krista, and today I'm excited to tell you about a new brand that we're introducing at Vintage Fringe. It's called Conditions Apply, and they actually come from the UK. They ship it to us from there, and then they actually source their stuff or make most of their pieces in India. So we're happy it's not in China. We always love it when it's in the US, but India is a good second. So with that, I want to give you a little bit of background about kind of what to expect with their pieces. So they tend to be more upscale and I would say more fashion forward, but heavy on like the distinction and bold pieces and bold patterns. So this top as an example is Conditions Apply, and you can see that it has all of this cool detail. Like this is the type of stuff we love at Vintage Fringe. So it's got ties at the sleeve, lace ties, then it has a flared kind of bell sleeve that closes with a button that's actually covered in the same fabric. And they make the stuff, a lot of it is viscose, which is a fancy rayon, and they pay attention to details, and that's one of the reasons why we love it. So notice here too that it has this black lace neckline detail around the neck, and then mock neckline back. It has a closure, a keyhole button closure, and then this lace trim is continued here around the back. So it has kind of a flared waist, so it's looser, and I'm just wearing it today with skinny jeans, which I think really helps keep that feminine silhouette. You could wear it with slacks. We actually have some cool black denim that would really be good with it, or you could even wear it with like a pencil skirt. We actually have styled it that way for some of our photo shoots. So it just gives you a sense for kind of the elements that they include and that they really do pay attention to detail with all their pieces. So I want to give you an example of a couple other items that you'll see in their collection, just to give you an example of the range and the depth of their line. So this is actually a jumper that we just got in, and notice how it has this like V-neck. It's a wrap actually, and if you see here, it has this like ruffle in the front, so it almost looks like it could be a dress, but it's not. It's actually two pants, or a pair of pants, and so it has these wide legs, and it does tie. So it has the wrap tie, and then another tie, so it belts in the back. It has two belt loops. So one tie comes from the ruffle panel and the other from the wrap panel, and it ties in the back. It also has these puff sleeves, and I really do love this blue print. It's not something you're gonna find everywhere else, and I think it's elegant. Like I feel like sometimes jumpers really have a way of making you look boxy and really boyish, and this is gonna have all those kind of feminine elements to help offset that. So here's another example of, this is a dress that they make just to give you a sense of more of their styles. So this dress we actually have in a couple of different patterns, but I'm in love with this navy one. In fact, you'll see we bought it in 3 different styles because we love just the look of the navy and the white. So it has one panel here, an empire waist, which has actually got a little bit of gathering at the waist. Then it has this ruffle down the side. And again, it has a button closure on the sleeve with 2 buttons covered in the same fabric. And it is semi-sheer, so I wear this with like a tank liner that we actually sell from a different brand, long tank tops that are, they come down to about here. So it works out great to wear underneath this dress, or you could wear a shaper. I would say, I think it looks best with navy, but you could also wear like a cream or an ivory color shaper, or even like a red if you really wanted to make like a bold statement. So it has at the hem, it has these 2 panels at the bottom of the skirt that have, that blend the 2 contrasting fabrics. And then it has a ruffle around that like kind of hemline. So it really does give it a feminine silhouette, and I love this dress. It is semi-sheer, but it's just so cute. And again, it's not the kind of thing you're gonna find everywhere. Okay, next is this other top. So this is just to give you kind of some sense of their range. So this top actually is a viscose as well, but it's a little softer. It has kind of a silky, satiny feel to it. And it has all this trim detail. So it's got this bold pattern with lots of colors on it. And then notice how it has all this trim. So it's got this like lace detail here around the neckline, and it has a Henley collar with a V-neck, and then it has more trim around the sleeves. It's like a red kind of embroidery threading through it. And it does have a little bit of a flare sleeve here, and it has an elastic gathered cuff. So just a really cute again, they go for bold patterns, which it's not for everyone, but if you love it, it's awesome. And then lastly, I want to show you, this is another dress, and this is a kind of, I like this, it's kind of a bohemian wrap dress. So it's got this bold, trim here around the waist. It does come with a black tank liner, and it has, again, the ties at the sleeves with some ruffled trim around it. It's gathered with an elastic cuff at the sleeves. And then it's a wrap, so it ties over here on the inside, and then it ties again on the other side, so you can kind of see. And it has all these cool colors. So it's got the teal, it's got the yellow, the lime green, pink, and black, and then also down here some navy. So it really is just a super cool piece. I think their dresses and even the jumpsuit are great for summer weddings, or really weddings year round. They're just cool statement dresses that look elevated and upscale, but they're not. The average price point is around $200-ish for the dresses, a little less for the tops. But I think for that, it's what you're getting is super distinctive, and it's the kind of stuff that it's fun to wear, and you look really good wearing it. So with that, hope you'll end up shopping more Conditions Apply.